In a dystopian future, the United States found itself in the midst of a civil unrest unlike anything seen before. What began as peaceful protests against the 47th president, Donald Trump, quickly spiraled out of control as anarchists infiltrated the movement, inciting violence and chaos across the country. The once united nation was now divided and on the brink of collapse. The streets were filled with smoke and fire as buildings burned and storefronts were vandalized by the agitators. The police were overwhelmed and struggling to maintain order, leading to the president's decision to call for martial law. The National Guard and military were mobilized to combat the uprising, setting the stage for a full-scale civil war within the United States. As if things couldn't get any worse, neighboring countries seized the opportunity to attack the weakened nation. Canada and Mexico launched simultaneous assaults from the northern and southern borders, further destabilizing the already chaotic situation. The attacks were coordinated and ruthless, targeting key strategic locations and resources. Meanwhile, in other parts of the world, China, Russia, and the BRICS nations banded together to form a new world order. They capitalized on the chaos in the United States to strengthen their own positions on the global stage. The once mighty dollar plummeted in value, becoming virtually worthless as the world watched in disbelief. Amidst the turmoil, the Trump administration faced mounting criticism for its handling of the situation. The president's aggressive tariffs and hostile foreign policy had alienated key allies, leaving the country vulnerable to attack. Ukraine, a key player in the conflict, found itself caught in the crossfire as rival factions vied for control of its valuable resources. As the violence escalated, white nationalist supporters of the United States mourned the downfall of their leader. They had placed their faith in his promises of greatness, only to see their country torn apart by internal strife and external threats. The once proud nation was now a shadow of its former self, its future uncertain and its people divided. Amidst the chaos and destruction, a glimmer of hope emerged. A group of brave individuals from all walks of life banded together to resist the tyranny and violence that had gripped their nation. They defied the odds and fought back against the forces of darkness, determined to reclaim their country and rebuild it from the ashes. As the dust settled and the smoke cleared, the true cost of the civil unrest became clear. The scars left by the conflict would take years to heal, and the wounds inflicted on the nation's soul would never fully fade. But amidst the ruins, there remained a flicker of hope, a hope that one day the United States would rise again, stronger and more united than ever before.